Alright, am I going? Okay, alright, hi everyone, my name is David. I get to play Quest for Glory 2 for y'all tonight. The last time I checked, Thief was winning the bid war. Is that still the case?
It is still the case.
Okay, cool. When you start a new game, you can be either a fighter, a magic user, or a thief. We split out our leaderboards on class, and fighter, unfortunately, is way too slow to be offered as an option this time. But we get to go with the thief, who is probably the most popular choice anyways. We can name our hero whatever we want. I'm just going to call him Mushi, because that's what I called the hero last time I did Quest for Glory. We get 50 points to assign to starting stats. The thief is going to have to train up a little bit. I think it goes 75 lockpicking to rest into agility. Yeah, that seems about right. Quest for Glory. This is AGD Interactive's fan remake of Quest for Glory 2. This is not the original Quest for Glory 2. So it's 256 color. It's point and click interface. And before we start, we have the option of simplifying the map, which we're going to do because it's going to be a little bit faster to navigate through the city that way. So I think we're about ready to go. Are we ready? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and count down from 3 then. So 3, 2, 1, go. So we start off in the inn here, having just completed our adventure from Quest for Glory 1. We travel to the city of Shapir, and we're going to be... Silly clowns are on! Nice! Right off the bat, I get a silly clown. So the city of Shapir is in need of heroes, but it's not going to be immediately obvious just yet. We have a little bit of time before the city comes under attack from elementals. We're going to go around the city a little bit, make the thief sign to the money changer here, because we are thieves, and she's going to recognize the symbol of the thieves, and she'll have some work for us, because we're going to live up to our name. We're not very good heroes, sorry. I'm going to buy a few things on my way back to the inn. In particular, I need some stuff in order to deal with the elementals that are going to attack the city later. One of the things about this remake is it doesn't really let you do certain things unless you know that you can do them first. So, for example, you can't buy the incense unless you know that you need the incense. Oh, I should spend a little bit of time training here. Whoa! That's the misclick? Okay, starting over. That's never happened before. I'm just gonna go. Let's go. I didn't know that was possible. Yeah, that's never happened before. Let's start with the training here first. Okay, good. Yeah, both lockpicking and agility need to be trained up for this game. And lockpicking happens to be one of the best ways to train agility, so 2 birds with 1 stone there. Alright, starting over. Death is normal. This is Sierra. Almost anything can kill you without warning, and I just happened to misclick in a way that killed me somehow. And yes, as Chad is noting, I did accidentally pick my nose, and it did kill me. Which is interesting because the stat requirement for picking your nose successfully is normally about 40, but I guess it's higher for this remake. Alright. Let's buy this stuff again. I need the incense for the fire elemental and the oil for generally being a thief. Okay, we're back where we started. Good. Alright, so a lot of Quest for Glory 2's events are they're basically on a schedule. Yeah, certain events happen on certain days. It's currently day 1, and the next event of any significance is going to happen on night 3. Let me go over the category for just a little bit. I'm doing 100%. In the upper right corner, you can see 47 of 500. Well, there are certain unique tasks that will give me points, so I need to do all of them and get that point counter all the way up to 500. And one of the things I like about doing 100% in Quest for Glory 2 is that the point list changes with the class. So about 400 points is going to overlap between all the classes, but there's going to be about 100 or so that are going to be unique to the thief. So I'm going to have to do certain thief things. Safety save here because the game has locked up before dealing with the fire elemental. On day 5, the elementals start attacking the city, so you're going to need to... Oh, I dropped the lamp. You're going to need to do certain things to capture the elemental and make sure it doesn't destroy the city. For the fire elemental, lure it into the alleyway and then spray it with water. But I'm also going to start doing my first job as a thief. So the money changer lets me know that there's a certain house over here in the city where they will leave the door unbarred but locked, and that I'll be able to steal some stuff from there. So again, safety save. It's very easy to get caught while doing these thieving activities. Uh, Thieving starts to get really interesting in this game because there's a whole lot of stuff that the thief has to do to find everything in these houses, but the people are awake. The first person to return home is Kareem. He's too inebriated to notice that I'm here, but my luck's not going to hold. The next time someone comes home, I'm going to have to hide, which is going to happen as soon as I open that trapdoor. So let's hide in the cabinet here. You can also try to hide under this table here, but the game will comment that your hiding place is bad. Abdul did not notice that I was there. That's the second son who has returned home. Hold on, I gotta actually pull the lockpicks. I picked my nose again. Okay, but I'm fine. And then the third son to return home is going to be Jabbar. Yes, the 3 sons are named Kareem, Abdul, and Jabbar. This game is a little 90s. There's a chest here which has a false bottom, which if you search it enough, you can find another small dagger there. Those are some easy points to miss. And the money changer will buy some of this stuff you stole from the house. Anyways, you do that thievery on night 5 just because you happen to be out dealing with the fire elemental. And then on day 7, you're going to get a reward for saving the city. So you come here to get that reward, sign your name in the adventurer's logbook, come back out, and then the next elemental, the air elemental, is going to attack on day 8. But we're going to skip day 8 and go to day 9 so that we don't get the innkeeper talking to us on the way out the door. We're going to need a couple of things before we can deal with the elemental. The shopkeeper here is well versed in the element of air, so you get points for asking him about it. He also happens to have a pot of Fuller's Earth, which you can use to stop the air elemental from moving. And he has a magic rope, which is unique to the thief. The thief will be using it throughout the game. Unfortunately, I still don't have everything I need to deal with the air elemental, because I also need a bellows, which I can get from the weapon shop. We got some convenient timing here because the money changer will also tell us that the weapon shop owner is leaving his door unbarred. So we're going to come in here and steal stuff from him. And I don't feel guilty for stealing from the weapon shop owner because he's kind of a jerk. So steal from him and then leave. Oh, and I'm also going to steal his bellows. Got it. Guard might come. No guard. Well, okay, he came, but I'm carrying too much. Okay, time to drop all this money because money is heavy. So I think the thief is normally expected to throw the pot of dirt at the air elemental in order to stop it from moving. But my throwing is not high enough for that. It starts at about 60, and you need somewhere around 80 to 90 in order to successfully throw the dirt. So instead, you're just going to use the rope to get above it and then drop the dirt. And so you've stopped the air elemental from destroying the city. Congrats. The next event is night 11. You don't want to miss this night. The poet is going to return to the inn and give you a reward for defeating the air elemental. Alright, so starting on day 12, the Earth Elemental is going to appear, but we commonly call him Rocky for short, just because the game does that as well. The thief is going to need a bit of powder of burning from the apothecary here in order to successfully deal. Uh-oh, I did not get the cloth sack. I'm going to need it. There we go. Yeah, gotta remember all the things. There's a lot of minor things you gotta remember, and it's very easy to forget something, especially when you're going for all points. Uh, Yeah, you gotta tell the the astrologer about your past so that on a future day you can ask him about your fortune and you get points for doing that. You're gonna do that on day 12 because Rocky shows up in the alleyways. Again, my throwing is not good enough to throw the powder at him from across the alleyway, so I gotta get into close combat with him. Step back to make sure it doesn't blow up in my face, because that it will hurt if you're too close. 2 throws, and that's it. Rocky is really fun to fight as a fighter, by the way. Alright, you seal the Earth Elemental in the cloth bag, and then next you're gonna go and visit Aziza. Hold on, safety save here. What is my name? Mushi. Who sent you here? Did it? Questions, answers. She's got some pertinent information about a tree in the desert. You can't get the full information on how to properly help the tree until you've dealt with the Earth Elemental, which is why I waited until day 12 to talk to her. Uh-oh. Not enough money? Aha, okay. Okay, Sorry, I had to bargain for the source because I accidentally dropped more money than I intended to, and I was just a little bit short. It's okay. Backup strats. Uh-oh. Random encounters in the desert. Once you have the bag of Earth Elemental, you have everything you need to deal with all the points in the desert. There's a beast out here that is enchanted, and you're going to try to remove the enchantment from it, but you need 2 things to do that. You need a griffin feather, and you need... That was a plane. The beast is right there. You can't make the Dispel Potion until you've seen the beast. The other thing you're going to need to... Hold on. To make a Dispel Potion is Fruit of Compassion, which you get from restoring the tree's spirit. I'm out of water right now. I used it all on the Fire Elemental. Luckily, there's an oasis right here, some points here. 1, 2, 3... Oh, that was King Graham. Anyone play King's Quest 5? Oh god, another Pterosaurus, that's okay. Random encounters don't like being at the tree here. Alright, so this tree was once a human, but she was transformed by a genie and has kind of lost faith in humanity. So we're going to tell her about how much of a hero we are, and for some reason that's going to make her feel better. Give her some water, give her some elemental earth, and then remind her that her name is Julinar, and then give her a hug. Trees need hugs. One nice quality of life feature of the remake, if your skill level is set to easiest, then you can call your source to you on any screen in the desert. So you have to tell the apothecary here about the beast before you can make the Dispel Potion, which I have just done because I got fruit from the tree and the griffin feather. Uh-oh. Yeah, so the manual makes it a point to talk about how there's a golfer here. How sources will aid their owners in combat, but the source that you get in this game runs away at the slightest hint of danger. That's actually because he's not really a source. He's a transformed human. But more on that later. I have restored the beast to his normal form. He's not very thankful, but well, I got points for it. Is that point total right? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna move to day 14. Oh, I'm thinking of the point total for magic user. So day 14, the fourth elemental attacks the water elemental. Let me just safety save here. I haven't saved in a while. The water elemental is the one most feared in game, but the easiest one to deal with. Put a water skin on the ground, blow it out with the bellows, and that's it. You have saved the city of Shapir from all the elementals. And so you've got just a couple of days before the caravan will arrive to take you to the sister city of Razir, which has been taken over by a tyrannical government. The old emir of Razir has disappeared, and a new one, who is basically a puppet, is there. On day 16, Aziza here is going to have some information about your trip. Your source is going to barge in, and it's going to turn out that he's the missing emir of Razir. So he's not just Emir Saurus, he's Emir Saurus. Oh, and there's an acrobat here that you get points for challenging him to this. Let me safety save here. I actually don't know if my agility is high enough for this. I've trained a little bit less than I usually do. But this is the thing you need agility for. Just this little tightrope walking puzzle. You get points for doing it successfully. Looks like I'm doing okay. Oh, starting to lean. Start. Yeah, your hero will start to lean, so you gotta press the up or down arrows to correct your lean to make sure you don't fall over. Almost there, almost there. You can challenge him up to 3 times, but you only get points for the first time you challenge him, so just cross that once. And if you have the agility to cross that tightrope, then you probably have the agility to deal with the entire rest of the game. That point total does not look correct. What am I missing? I'm missing points somewhere. I guess this is just gonna have to be less than a 100% run. I'm supposed to be at 357 points there, but I'm not sure where I'm missing points. Wait, 357? No, 347. I'm missing 5 points.
Do you mind if I cut in with a quick donation?
Oh yeah, now it's good.
We have a $10 donation from Karasalesh. If I mispronounced your name, I am really, really sorry. Hopefully it's not too awful. The comment says, power up with nose picking. Thank you so much for your donation. Also, just to let y'all know, we are $41 away from that $5,000 mark. Let's make it happen tonight.
Yeah, let's hit $5,000. Can we hit 5,000 before I finish this game? I think I'm like 8 minutes out. Alright, cutscene. Caravan across the desert. Thankfully, the power of cutscene means that I'm going to defeat all of these guys off screen. Thankfully, I didn't have to fight them because I never actually trained at combat anywhere. I'm so confused. Where am I missing 5 points? I'll find out later. Alright, so the captain of the guard is going to meet us here and then out my face. That's really not very nice. There's a magic pixel on this door here. I got it. If you click the magic pixel, for some reason you will warp into the room instead of running to the door, opening it, and then entering. So here's one of the main reasons you might want to play this fan remake over the original one. The original game is kind of infamous for the game just kind of halting when you get to Razir. You can't go to sleep at the Blue Parrot Inn until it's night, but you have to wait for it to be night, and there's no way to pass the time quickly, so you end up waiting somewhere around 5 minutes just to go to sleep. But this remake doesn't have that. Alright, so this is the daughter of the puppet Emir. She wants to escape the city, and so we give her a spare change of clothes, which just so happens to have a wig, which is amazing. Amazing. Also, she takes our visa and leaves the city. And let's see, we're gonna end up here. Ferrari here is the does the Thieves Guild activity for Razier. So we make the thief sign to him, and he's gonna give us a little quest to steal, you know, an ordinary statue of a raven. Here, I need to stealth here because this part is extremely dangerous. This next room has a series of stealth checks, and I'm at the minimum stealth level. I've passed one. At specific X positions within the room, the game will make a stealth check, and I've passed one. You need to make at least one to get out of the room. Some of them have hidden bonuses, so the first one is the one you are most likely to make. If you don't get that... Uh-oh. Okay, I'm carrying too much again. Let's see, so What? What do I have that's so heavy? Okay, I've dropped all my food rations. That should help. There's one more stealth check on the way out. Oh. I duck. That doesn't do it. I guess this fourth stealth check is an automatic death if I fail it. So I gotta pass at least 2 in this version. Anyways, I'm out now. That's a scary room. It's common to lose runs there. Oh, didn't get the mags pixel that time. So, it turns out that this Black Falcon is a statue that's actually worth a Sultan's ransom, except this one's a fake, so it's worthless. Oops. Oh well, I still got points for doing that, and the Black Falcon is going to be a recurring quest for the thief throughout the entire rest of the series. But on day 29 here, oops, I get arrested. Luckily, they didn't find my pin here, which I used to pick the lock here. So, easy escape, right? But then, as I'm escaping, I'm going to immediately get hypnotized by this wizard, who is the big bad of the game, Adavis. He's trying to get to the statue of Iblis in the Forbidden City here. So Iblis is a genie who 1,001 years ago tried to take over the world, but the Sultan Suleiman bin Daud managed to imprison him. But I'm getting his Yes?
Can I interrupt really quick?
Yes.
We had a $41 donation from Aklorin, I can words, and that puts us at $5,000. Thank you all so much.
We got it, 5,000. Awesome. All right. So in the Lost City here, you're gonna go through kind of the 4 elements again, just a bit, and then this last one here is just a little question, name of power. You're supposed to name the Sultan Suleiman bin Daud. You can just type in Daud for short. And then you find the statue of Iblis, but then Adavis suddenly teleports in here, which makes me wonder why he didn't do that in the first place. But oh well. He takes the statue, seals you in, traps you. But if you're familiar with Aladdin at all, there's obviously a genie in here that's gonna get us out. For this genie, I'm going to wish for agility, throwing, and then escape. So you actually need a throwing of somewhere around 90 or so in order to go through this scene, which is the harem. This scene is exclusive to the thief, and they're happy to help you out because you helped that girl escape earlier. The weird thing is, this scene is taken to be canon in future games, even though only the thief can come here. Anyways, you go through here, one of them's gonna help you get through this room by distracting that guard right there. You're gonna sneak through this room just to make sure the guards don't get you. You know, a unique thief endgame. And then you end up all the way behind the ritual chamber here, so you gotta use your magic rope to get all the way across. And yeah, the rope climbing you did back in Shapir, well, it's a little more serious here now. You better not fall, or else, you're gonna have a while to think about it. But the remake changes things up by making the captain of the guard show up here. He didn't show up here in the original. Part of it is that canonically he dies during this end game, and so they kind of need to give you some way to deal with him. He's trying to get up to you so he can get you. But the rope's going to run out of power right here, so pay your respects to Wilhelm. And then there's a berry. Uh-oh. I missed with one of my daggers. That's right. I turned the speed down a little bit because for some reason that allows me to move over twice between each shot. There's a little barrier between me and the room that won't let anything living or magic through, except for his magic. His magic can get through. Time's gonna be when he falls. Time. And yeah, I'm missing 5 points. I'm supposed to be at 480 here. There's approximately 2 minutes to get through the ending ceremony, and where we can confirm the final point total, which is going to be 495. I know I'm missing points. Plus, we'll also confirm that I'm not going to become a paladin. The magic user and the fighter are required to become paladin for 100%, but the thief is required not to become a paladin. Yeah, we got a nice little ending ceremony here where everybody is going to talk about all the good deeds we did. First, to Kata from the inn, they will talk about our deeds in the previous game and us dealing with the elementals. Interestingly enough, if you import your character from the previous game, there's a flag in that file that indicates whether or not you actually dealt with Baba Yaga in the previous game. And if the game will... This remake will change the Kata's dialogue based on that flag. The original game ignores it. Oh, and for some reason we've waited until all this time to restore the Emir back to his regular form. I'm not sure why we didn't do this before we left the city. Oh yeah, and finally the Sultan adopts us. So from Game 3 onward, we're not just a hero, we are the Prince of Shapir. Final point total, 495. I'm still confused as to where I missed him. Oh well. That's about all I got. Anything else?
I think we're all good here on my end. Thank you all again for hitting that $5,000 mark tonight.